In today's video, we're going to talk about 2 one-play touchdowns with some runs that you can use to win games easily in Madden 22 Next Gen. People that are in current gen, man, stay tuned. I got more offense for you guys, defense. What do you want to see? You want to see defense? Are you struggling with defense? I feel like defense is a lot easier on current gen than it is on next gen. And I'm going to show you guys why it's so hard to play defense right here with this one-play touchdown that we're about to drop on these dudes' head. Make sure you drop a like on today's video, subscribe if you're new, turn notifications on. Become a member of the Wolfpack. The Trey White Flex scheme is out in the member section. The defense is coming either tomorrow or Tuesday. And then we're going to jump into the next offensive scheme that I use, that I love, that I'll start using in my gameplays as well. If you come across other ebooks, man, let me know. Get a hold of me on Twitter. We'll put those in the member section, break them down, and then the ones I come across, I will do the same for you guys. So it won't only be my stuff, it'll be a bunch of other ones as well. Now, the slot flex from the Saints playbook is a very, very, very good offensive set formation, bro. I'm telling you, the slot flex, if we're going to be running one play, you want to make sure your fastest wide receivers on the outside. Now, right here, we have Watkins on the inside, but I'm gonna go ahead and put Duvernay, 2 fastest wide receivers in there. And then you're gonna have the opportunity to change out your fullback for a halfback. You can put someone else in there, but I don't recommend that. If you're gonna be running the ball, you need the blockers. So keep the blockers in there, you know what I mean? But let's talk about the first one-play touchdown that you can run from this, okay? So PA post shot. If they're running cover 3 to try to stop your defenses, you just attack them this way, okay? Now, all I do here, and what I do first is I will run stretch, okay? I will run stretch so my opponent knows that I'm coming with the run game from this formation. Once I get them to sit low, if I get a first down on stretch, I'm gonna run the ball again, okay? But what you want to do, if you're going to be running this one-play touchdown, you're going to streak B and you're going to motion Andrews out. Now, if you're going to run fullback dive, you can motion Andrews out, but run fullback dive or halfback dive. Okay, don't run stretch and move Andrews out. Would make no sense to do that. So right here, we keep the play action. We move him out. Boom. Come over this way. You're going to see that Brown is going to be over here by himself. Bro, I run these one-play touchdowns so much in my gameplays. This is how I compete for the top 10 spots. Every day I have to grind to get back into the top 10 because when I wake up, I'm like 20. Today I was actually 19. So I'll play my games, get back to probably 4 again, but that's where I've been sitting, is at 4. I'm trying to catch it. I'm waiting for like the #1 guy to stop playing so many games, right? But I don't think this guy's ever going to let off. So we have to keep grinding, man. We're trying to come for that #1 spot. Anyway, right here, simple, easy, money. Now against cover 2, I think all you need to do is streak B, but I usually run this against anything, to be honest with you guys. Like, I don't even care what he runs. Like, I'm just running this play. All right, let's motion him out, streak B. Okay, let's just keep the same maneuver. I was kind of hoping you didn't really need to motion him out, but maybe you do. That way we get this. We want to make sure we maximize the space we get. So just motion him out, you know? Don't be the hero, right? Now, let me talk real quick before we get to the second play. Let me talk to you guys about the run scheme. You can actually set audibles in here. You have stretch in there already, but you want to do is put like halfback dive and then take dagger out and put fullback dive. And then you want to go ahead and put, I guess you could put PA post shot in here. And this would be your audible setup right here. So then you can come out and stretch and then just run random play, look at the defense, see what it looks like to you. Come over here to fullback dive, right? And then run fullback dive in here, which has always been a good play for, like, if you need 1 or 2 yards, usually you're going to get 1 or 2 yards with this play automatically. Let me show you right here. You'll just run dive, or I actually ran fullback dive again, but you get what I'm saying. The fullback dive has always been a good run play that not a lot of people use, which I don't understand, bro. Like, it's guaranteed yards all the time. Look at this, 5 yards just automatically. Once you get your opponent to look that way, right, then you come back and you hit them with regular dive. So we'll just go regular dive. Now we're using him as a blocker instead of a runner. We go up the field. Now that's 3 deep. Obviously, we're gonna get yards. But I'm just throwing this out there for you guys to see. You also have stretch, which you could just run to the right. You know what I mean? Now, another thing, if it's zone, you can motion someone across from left to right. You can also put a tight end in the position of Duvernay and then motion him across this way, right? And then snap the ball. They get hung up. Just a whole bunch of crazy things happen, and then we're off to the races right here. I'm gonna hit a little juke right here. But you could put a tight end in the place of Duvernay for better blocking. So if you're trying to run, make it more run heavy than the pass that I'm showing you, you can do that, okay? And then you'll put the tight end right here where Duvernay is, then you'll motion him across. Now, if you see that right there, what you wanna do is you just want to audible to like fullback dive or something, or motion him back. Motion him back, and if it's weak on that side, then just run stretch. You see, that's man defense, obviously, because he's following him. And you just run stretch to the right. My man should have picked up the block. He kind of let us down, but it's all good. It happens. You know, they're not always going to block for you. Sometimes they let you down. Okay, so that's that. Let's go ahead and talk about the next play, and I'm going to show you guys how we take advantage of next gen movement and really just expose it for it being bad. So we're going to go ahead and move Marquise Brown to the inside because he's our fastest wide receiver. Let's go ahead and put Duvernay back on the outside. Now we're going to run a play called PA boot slide. And we're going to go ahead. How do I do that? Flip the play right here. Flip the play. Boom. And I want to say I ran it on the strong on this side. I don't really use this one that much. Come over here to cover 3. Brown should have been on the inside. I don't know why he did that. He should have been on the inside. We want Brown on the inside for this route. We just throw it over the top because the way player movement works in Madden 22 Next Gen, they say it's realistic, but it's not realistic when you're battling the wide receivers that aren't getting penalized with player movement. These guys are still cooking, okay? They're gonna cook past these safeties. Let me show you what I mean in instant replay. Even against 3 deep, they're not gonna be able to stop this play. And you know what? It's cool that we're using Duvernay because he's not as fast as Brown, but it's still working with this guy because we're taking advantage of this realism that people call realism. This is realism to everybody. This isn't realism to me. The movement is chalked in Madden, but this is what's happening, okay? Check out how he moves. My man's in full speed. The guy should already be aware in a real game setting. He should already be able to tell there is no threat on that side. So what is he doing? Okay, so that's first. Now, next gen movement is going to come into effect right here. The shuffle, then the momentum shift. I'm already at full speed and then coming back this way. Now to you, that's realistic. To me, it can't happen that way, okay? It can't. This guy needs to be already aware, all right? He needs to be aware. Boom, I see nobody. I shuffle, I look to the left as far as my safety goes. He see there's no threat. Deep, which is his primary position, right, to look for deep threats. I see someone coming at me, I'm ready to go with him. No, he runs down because of the way the game works and the way the quarterbacks pull people down. And then I get the leverage because of next gen movement. And that's how it works. Now with Marquise Brown, he ain't catching him at all. But just to show you guys that it's consistent with this play, we'll just do it again. By the time he shifts, I'm already at full speed and there's nothing he can do about it. You know what I'm saying? Now, let's go ahead and test the hash if it's dependent on the hash. We're gonna keep it over here and we're gonna put it to the right hash and then run it again. And let's just see if we get more space or less space. So you guys know personally how it would work. So right there, less space. So right there, will you be in better position as a defense to stop it? However, you have no chance if it's on the left hash. So these plays are hash specific. Now I would say, and I would argue that on the right hash, it would be better against cover 2. Now let's just test that real quick. We're gonna run the same play. Now to show you just how awesome this play really is, let's go ahead and put Boykin here. We'll go ahead and put Marquise Brown back in the lineup. We'll run the same play against cover 2. Run the same play, streak this guy. He should still be able to get over that outside blue. And we'll come this way and then throw it. No one's gonna catch Brown, bro. And as long as you make it to the sideline with your quarterback, you're not gonna get that jump out of bounds animation. Now, you can lowball this. Let me show you. Right when he passes, I'm gonna lowball it. Throw a little bit earlier, get a little bit more space. So you don't really need to run all the way out there. I'm just saying you could throw that, lowball it earlier by holding the left trigger and you're good. Throw a little bit earlier right here. And he missed it. So those are the plays I wanted to show you guys, man. Use them to your advantage. Make sure you drop a like on today's video. Love you guys, man. Peace.